Well, I mean, acting to me is really quite simple. Whether the budget is $400 million or $40, you show up, you pretend to be someone you're not, somewhere you're not, doing something you're not. And that's really, it's really that simple. I had a girlfriend in college who was an actress, and I really had no interest in that as a child because I was really only interested in sports. And we lived in a kind of not so fantastic neighborhood. And I used to go pick her up at night after rehearsal, and as the plays got closer to opening, rehearsals would be later, and then eventually I'd go in and watch, and just really liked what I saw. And so I started doing theater. When I got there, it was being produced by an American football player, actually, who was extremely bright and quite a good actor and very funny, called Alex Karras, who played for the Detroit Lions. So I just always assumed I was busy directing a play, and this director who lived in Hollywood had come to see the play, and he said, "Do you want to make some money?" And I said, "Yeah, sure." And he said, "Okay, well, come up and be in this film and play this part for a week or 2 weeks or whatever it was." And I said, "Okay, and can I read the script?" And he goes, "Look, don't give me that. Just, do you want to make money or don't?" So I went up, and for some reason I never heard about Carl Malden, and I thought Alex Karras, who was producing it, was playing the lead in it, because he's quite a good actor, quite funny. And I go in the makeup trailer, and I don't remember her name, so many years ago, but the woman who was doing the makeup kept kind of looking over to me and going, and I kind of said, "I'm sorry, what is it?" She goes, "Well, you should say hello." And I said, "Oh, yeah, yes, of course." And I went over and said, "Hi, my name's John Malkovich." He said, "Hello, how are you?" Etc. I said, "Very well." We sat and talked for a minute, and then I said, "Has anybody ever told you you really look like Carl Malden?" Which people, of course, now say to me all the time. Has anyone ever told you? And I got a call from Paolo, and he said, "You're gonna have to do this film." And I said, "Yeah, okay." He said, "So it's Raul Ruiz," and I said, "Fantastic, great, I love Raul." And he goes, "Yeah, and it's, okay, so it's that." And I said, "What is it about?" And he said, "Oh, it's based on part of Bruce Le Temps Retrouvé." And I kind of said, "Okay." And then he said, and I said, "What would you like me to play?" And he goes, You'll be playing Baron Charlus." And I said, "Oh, okay." And then I said, he goes, "Listen, I gotta go, but anyway, you're gonna do it," and we start in February, whatever it was. I said, "Oh, okay." And then he goes, "Oh yeah, I forgot, it's in French." So I said, "Yes, and Paolo, and all that, what is the good news?" But you see, that's also how you learn in this life, and you have to take chances. You have to be willing to really fail so miserably that you and your friends are laughing about it 20 years later. You kind of have to. Otherwise, I don't think I would say you just weren't curious enough, or you didn't try hard. A film like Con Air is so hilarious. I can't even explain what that experience is, you know, where kind of every night 40 guys who are this much taller than you and like this, and some of them extremely funny, ask you things like, hey, are you coming to the bar with us tonight? And you know, you think, okay, I don't have a weapon. I've never been in prison. I've never even really been arrested. So you kind of go, well, maybe you guys, what's the name of the bar? The American Bush. And you know, you just kind of say, I think probably not tonight. Study my lines for kind of, you know, it's very funny about people. When you have an image of their work, it's hard to believe, but say if you do a film with Woody Allen, you can make sure one thing is not going to happen, that anyone will say anything funny on set. He's, of course, an incredibly serious man, and I'm not denying he can be funny when he feels like it, obviously. But whereas people you work with, like a Bertolucci or a Schlondorf, I never worked with Werner Herzog, although I know him fairly well over the years, or Wolfgang Peterson, you laugh all day long. Wolfgang is hilarious. My favorite trait of Wolfgang, which I have a terrible weak spot for this trait, which is when people refer to themselves in the third person, such as, it's now 4 o'clock and Wolfgang is going to have his cheese and sausages. You know, I'm just like, did he just say Wolfgang? Okay, then we're really gonna get along. The Coen brothers, they were pretty clear about what they wanted before it, and that's what it was. And I love working with them, and they're super smart, and they write well, and they direct well, and there are 2 of them. So they don't miss anything at all. But I like that.
But isn't it strange that the case of Disgrace, that you didn't get along with the director, and still the outcome, the result is so...
Yeah, sure, it's unrelated. Yeah.
How come?
Because the results are unrelated to the experience, I think. I've done a couple of films which I so love doing and had the most fantastic experience, which are, I won't say which were more or less unwatchable, but were kind of unwatchable. This is life. The experience doesn't necessarily influence the result, I think. I would say that's my opinion.